Chefs, what is the beef? Cam here. Welcome to another live video. Diets and gyms won't fix shit for you, chef, if you don't have this. What's the problem here? Here's the problem. You get to a point where a couple of times a year you feel like dog shit. Physically, your health is in rags. Energy is in the fucking toilet. Because your energy is in the toilet, things at home get very, 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 very rocky. Struggling to play with your kids, struggling to be present with your missus. Bickering happens. Mr. Aaron Nash, how's things? Things start to get distanced at home as a result of your energy. Confidence in the shitter. So you decide you're going to do something. You decide you're going to do something. So you go, right, I'm sick of feeling like this. I'm going to try a diet. So I'm going to go and do an Atkins diet. I'm going to buy some fat burning pills. I'm going to join the gym. And what ends up happening? Well, first and foremost, you think that by doing these things that you're going to fix the problems for yourself. And the reality is you go and you do it for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you end up coming in with a lot of motivation. And I call this fake motivation. When you get to a point where you feel like dog shit and you decide, right, I'm just going to do something here. That's fake motivation. That's you going, okay, right, I'm going to do it this time. And it's an all or nothing attitude. And when you have an all or nothing attitude, which a lot of chefs have, and I used to have, and I still do to a certain extent, that you'll go at something hell for leather, but there won't be any clarity on what you're actually trying to do, what you're actually trying to fix, what goal you're trying to achieve. There's no one there to hold you accountable. So you'll hit it hard for a week or two. And then what happens is you're going to go to work. You're going to have a shit weekend. Front of house are going to fuck you in a service. You're going to be overbooked. And what's going to happen after service is your head's going to be melted and you're going to end up having a couple of beers. And then when you get home, you're going to fucking go, oh, I've totally fallen off track with my diet. Wake up the next day, scrap the whole thing, and then go back to square one. Why? Because the diet and the gym won't fix jack shit unless you have accountability. Unless you have accountability. I'm telling you this for a fact. For chefs, this is probably the most important part of your journey. If you really want to make a change, like if you really want to turn your health around, if you really want to drop 15 or 20 kilos, if you really want to double your energy and double your confidence and start fixing shit in your personal life, chef, the only way that you're going to do that is by sustaining your efforts, by showing up and doing something for a long enough period of time. How long did you have to fucking cook before you felt comfortable within a kitchen? Because I guarantee you walked in as a commie, you were shitting your pants, looking over your fucking shoulder to see someone checking how badly you're chopping an onion. You know what I mean? It's like it took you a couple of years. It took you at least a year to get comfortable in that environment. The same thing goes for your lifestyle. You need to sustain your efforts. And the only way that you're going to sustain your efforts is by having a really, really strong environment where you're being supported and you're being held accountable. And the problem is with a lot of chefs is you don't have a supportive environment. A kitchen is not a supportive environment for being healthy. It's just not. You go in, majority of the chefs that you work with, especially if they're old school chefs, they have this martyr to the cause fucking mentality where you're a dickhead if you can't fucking do 90 hours a week. You're a dickhead if you can't fucking hack it. You're a dickhead if you're even trying to be healthy and you're laughed at. And that's the environment you're walking into. So when you try and make a change, it's like being in a bucket of crabs. Imagine a whole load of crabs scurrying around at the bottom of a bucket and you and the chefs are in there. And one day you decide, I'm sick of feeling like this, I'm going to make a change. So you're filled up with all this fake motivation. You try and climb out of the bucket. And what happens is all the other chefs who are fat, miserable, and negative are going, who's this dickhead? And they start clipping at your heels. And they bring you back down to earth again, bring you back down to their level. And you end up falling off track. And you go, that diet doesn't work. That fucking gym doesn't work. That's a load of bollocks. So try this. This doesn't work. The truth is, it was all your environment in the first place. You need to be around other chefs who are doing the same thing as you, who actually share the same goals as you, who want to be positive, who fucking go without judgment. You know, that's what you do. So that's what I try to create in Chef It. Let's go create a load of spit on the bottom of my lip there. It's pretty disgusting, vile. I'm surprised you people are even watching the video with that going on. Jesus Christ. But it's very true. It's very, very true. The diet and the gym will not work for you unless you have some kind of support and accountability by people who fucking go through the same thing as you and aren't a cunt. You know, very, very simple, who aren't cunts. The other part of this, chef, is understanding that you have to stop throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. If you have an environment, that's fantastic, you know, and you have people who support you, but you also need to have clarity on what you're doing. Like going to yourself after, let's say all of you finish December, right? You get through service for December, absolute kick in the bollocks. You're going to get to Christmas Day / New Year's, burnt to a fucking crisp, and you're going to go, right, I need to do something here in the new year. 2020 is going to be my year. So you go, I want to feel a bit healthier, I want to lose a bit of weight, so you're going to join that gym. The truth is you have no clarity there on what you're trying to fix. Here's the truth. Here's the fucking truth. The thing you're trying to fix is how you're living your life. How you're living your life right now is extremely unhealthy and extremely negative. So forget about, you know, oh, I'm just trying to lose a bit of weight. Weight's a fucking symptom of a deeper problem going on here, chef. Fix the fucking drinking fizzy drinks all day. Fix the picking at shit and not eating a meal and then ordering a fucking pizza when you get home at night. Fix the needing several joints and a couple of beers after every service to wind down. Like, fix that, because that's the problem. That's the way you're living your life. And the symptom of doing that is that you're overweight, you've got no energy, and you're fucking lethargic all the time, and your head is up your hole. Like, that's the symptom. So don't solve the symptom, fix the real problem. That's how you give yourself clarity. Do you understand? So again, what I would say is, before you start anything, be real with yourself. Like, what are we actually trying to do here? Well, I'm trying to improve my health and improve my habits, so I'm not only a better chef, but I'm actually a better role model for the chefs who work with me and for my kids if I have them, and I'm more present within my relationship. So therefore, you can see the correlation of fixing the problem, that's your health and your habits, then seeing how that affects your personal life. Whereas if you're just going surface level, yeah, I want to fix, you know, I just want to feel a bit better. How many chefs have said that to me? I want to feel a bit better. You want to feel a bit better? Eat a fucking salad, drink a pint of water, and go for a walk around your block, dickhead. That's how you feel a bit fucking better about yourself. But that's not going to fix shit. That's not going to fix shit. You understand? So make sure you're fixing the problem. Then from there, it's like, make sure your goal is specific. I want to lose a bit of weight. How much weight do you want to lose? When are you going to lose it by? That's what I would say to you there. So if you get specific on the problem you're fixing, you get specific on the goal that you're trying to achieve, and you're surrounded by other people, then the thing you're doing will work. But if you don't, then it won't work. It's very simple, chef. It's not easy, but it's simple. What I want you to do is, if you are a chef with that in mind and you suffer from having a fucking negative environment, right? You don't have good chefs around you who support you to make a change. And let's say you've gone and tried gyms and you've tried diets and they haven't worked. Let me know specifically in the comments what you have tried, and let me know specifically what chefs have said to you when you tried to make that change. I'd be really, really interested to know where you guys are coming from and what you've experienced. With that in mind, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, you freaks.